Obviously, stuff going on here. There's a lot going on here. Hey, it's so good to see you. How is your day going? My day is going really, really well. Super sunny, super fun, outside, just enjoying the sunshine. We are going to be talking about Charlotte Tilbury. She just released a brand new palette called the Desert Haze palette and 4 new bronzers, and it's supposed to be a similar formula to the Airbrush Flawless Finish. Now, this is my first time trying out Charlotte. I'm gonna try out some full-size products, plus I've been collecting samples from Sephora and I never use them, so I'm gonna try some of those out. Do you actually use the samples that you get, or do you chuck them? Because I've just been collecting the samples and now they're gathering dust and I'm like, why aren't I using these? These are products that I need to sample in case I want to buy it.
Well, obviously.
So I'm actually going to try out some Charlotte Tilbury samples. We're going to be trying out the Airbrush Flawless Finish Setting Powder, the Desert Haze palette, and the Airbrush bronzers. She came out with 4 bronzers. I think this is her first time doing bronzers. I'm not really sure. Like I said, it's my first time doing Charlotte Tilbury, so we shall see. So the bronzers actually come in fair, medium, tan, and deep. Each one runs $55. I actually got deep because I'm like, obviously, anything else would be a disaster, especially with that NARS. So we're trying out deep today to see how deep it really is. She also came out with the Airbrush bronzing brush, which is $40. I have so many brushes. I'm like, I'm not spending $40 on a brush, thank you very much. So I skipped that one, but if you want it, go get it. I also got the Desert Haze, which is a luxury palette. $53. It's a luxury price, let me tell you what. We're gonna test that out and see if it's worth the price, along with some of the samples I've gotten from Charlotte Tilbury and Sephora. Obviously, it's just little sample sizes, it's not the real thing, so don't come for me. But don't forget to hit that subscribe button, that way you get to see some more of me. And if you missed my last video on Huda Beauty Legit Lashes and Mystery Bag, I'll put it right up there for you, that way you can catch up. I always leave timestamps down below, so if this video is a bit too long for you, I don't think this is going to be a long video, but if it is, you can skip ahead. And don't forget to share and like this video, that way other people get to see some more of me too. Alright, on to the past. Let us see what Charlotte Tilbury has in store for us. Because I have so many samples from Sephora, I'm going to use that before I dive into the Desert palette and the bronzer. My face is freshly washed, you know, it's nice and clean. Hopefully it is clean, don't worry about it. I actually have the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Eye Rescue, and it's an eye cream to turn back the clock. Clinically proven to reduce the appearance of wrinkles and help brighten dark circles. 30 women tested over 8 weeks. Well, I can't really speak to that because all I got is a sample. It's like the tiniest little thing. I only got a little, oh wow, this is a little thicker, which I like it thicker. I'm not even complaining about that. Just surprised. I thought it would be like a really thin consistency. I really like that eye cream. It's just the right thickness, which I usually prefer. Fortunately, I can't speak to the 8 weeks since I only have a sample. I can't stand it when you like put an eye cream on and it's like watery and I'm like, what are you supposed to do exactly for me? Oh, it's $60. Oh, well, good to know. Oh, you could keep that. Appreciate the little sample. Yeah, I absolutely would not spend $60 on just my eyes. Not even like a full face moisturizer, but just my eyes. I would say I do like that eye cream. It just feels really moisturized, really hydrated. You can tell it's top quality eye cream. $60 though? I don't know about that. I actually bought the bronzer and palette kit. They also included a sample of the Magic Cream Moisturizer. If it's anything like the eye cream, kind of excited to try this one out too. If I can find it on sale, like half off, I'd be all about it. So that is what it looks like. Honestly, that eye cream feels just so good. Cream moisturizer. Ooh, this one's thick too. Wow. Okay, Charlotte. It's like slightly bouncy. It's like really thick. Wow, okay. I did not expect it to be this thick, honestly. I thought it'd be like, I don't know, fancy pants, like super light. But this is really thick. This is like exactly how I like moisturizers. Wow, no wonder you're so freaking popular. My face feels, I wouldn't say oily, but definitely like hydrated. Moisturized. feels like I'm protected. How much is this? Oh! So the 50 milliliter is $100. The 30 milliliter is $64. 7 milliliters is this little thing here. Skin feels like super soft. Feels plump. Feels good. The price, don't feel that good. You could keep it with that price, but it does feel good. If you can afford it, I would recommend it. I don't know about those prices though. Those prices are scurry. Scurry. Oh wow, she even has like a whole like routine. How are you supposed to do it? Oh. Ah. What? Yeah, I don't know about that routine though, but it feels really good on my skin. Let me prep my eyes and I shall be right back. So that is what it looks like. It does tell you how to apply the shadows. I already got it dirty and I haven't even opened it yet. It is so small. Like, I don't understand like all these companies coming up with these tiny palettes and charging a premium for it. Oh my god, this is tiny. It's even smaller than I thought it would be. So there is a mirror, super travel size, super simple. I thought the colors looked a lot richer. This is not what I thought the colors would look like. I thought she already had a palette like this. What did I buy? Yeah, this is the Desert Haze. This is what just came out. It looked a lot warmer. This just looks like a neutral palette. I'm not going to judge. I am judging. I'm judging hardcore. I really don't like that the pictures looked better than the palette in person. Oh, this is so funny. It's so sad. I don't even know what to say. Put primer on. I put concealer on. I put some setting powder on. That's why it's looking a little funky. Let's dive right into this palette and see what it looks like. I don't know how I feel about this palette. I'm going to use the top right hand corner and just use that as a transition shade. I was getting very sad that I did not like this palette, but so far so good. So there is a little bit of kickback. I'm trying to go really light on it. There is a lot of pigment with this one as well. You know what? Now I'm looking at it, I should not have used this particular color. I should have gone in with the darker one first. That's okay. It's never too late to change. I'm just gonna dab that in. I really like the fact that you can go with a light hand and still get the color that you're looking for. Like, you don't have to go like crazy overboard. On to the last color, which I'm super scared of. It's not gonna look good, but I'm gonna try my darndest to make sure this looks good. All right, so that is what all 4 colors look like. Interesting. This is not my favorite. 3 of the shades, I'm all about it, but that, I don't know, sandy color, no. I readjusted my eye makeup. I thought I was recording, but I wasn't. So I'm not really sure how far I got. But I went over the inner part with that red again because it was reminding me of my own concealer. And I was like, that's just weird. I didn't need that to be a concealer. And then I used the darker color to just blow out the outer edge. And this is how it came out. And I like it a lot better than what I was attempting to do before. Unfortunately, that light color is just not for me. I'm not sure how I'm going to incorporate that into my makeup routine. It literally matched my concealer. And I was like, nope. How do I feel about the palette? Yeah, $53 to look like I'm not wearing makeup? No. Is it really good eyeshadow? It's okay. The problem is that white one. It's a whole lot of hell no for me. So I can only use 3 colors. So I'm basically out of options. Plus it does look a little lighter than what I saw in the picture. Like the picture looked rich and this one doesn't look as rich. It goes on really well though. I will say that. But yeah, for a luxury palette, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. Maybe I'm just not the luxury kind of gal. Another sample that they sent me was the Magic Away Liquid Concealer. And I got the deep, I'm not exactly sure where I got this from. Probably Charlotte Tilbury, because Sephora doesn't usually let you pick what shade you need. I am actually going to try it in Tan Dope. which is this color right here. These samples are so tiny, so you just peel it apart and that is what they have in there. There's like nothing. I thought it was a little bit of a, like a little bubble, like a little pill bubble or like a contact case bubble, you know, for the samples. But no, it's literally like a little smear of concealer. It really is just a little smear. I do like this concealer. It does seem to blend out really well with my foundation. Let's go a little here. Yeah. The little bit that I'm using does seem to go a really long way. It is shiny. This is looking extremely glazed. I'm not used to looking like this. Usually I'm just like flat, one color. I don't usually go for the lighter concealers. I don't know why though, but this is just making me look super glazed. Like a nice little glazed donut. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, but that's what it's making me feel like. I'm a fan of that concealer. How much is it? The concealer is at $32, so that's actually a lot more reasonable than I anticipated. But I'll probably wait for a sale before I pick it up because I have quite a bit of concealers. Airbrush Flawless Finish. I actually picked this up a while ago while Sephora was doing VIB sale because, you know, I don't like to pay full price. But I haven't gotten around to using it, so I thought this would be the perfect video for using it. And I got it in the color Deep. What is it, sealed? Oh, it is sealed. Okay. I'll just open it from the bottom. I don't understand why you people seal the top when you can just open it from the bottom. And this is gorgeous. I hate having fingerprints on my makeup. It makes me kooky. And that's the other side. This is Deep. That's the color Deep. That is not what I expected for Deep. Kind of expected it to be a little darker, actually. That is not what I expected for Deep at all. Oh, looks like it goes on really flawlessly, so that is good. Yeah, I thought I'd be annoyed at this. It'd be too light, but it's actually just the right shade for me. Ah, okay. I don't know if I would call it deep though. And I usually go in pretty lightly. Ooh, this just... I didn't realize it was doing the damn thing. It just like sucked up all the moisture in my face. Which is a good thing. Because usually I get really oily. It looks like it's blurring out my pores. But once I go like really up close, it's like, no, I wasn't doing anything. I was just fooling you. It looks good. It dried out my face. Exactly what I needed to. Because that whole glazed donut look was kind of freaking me out. Now I look a lot lighter. I was like on par, but now, no, I'm definitely looking a lot lighter. I'm okay with that. This did not upset me at all. And the powder is $45. Now you know why I waited for the VIP sale before I bought it. I'm a super fan of this Airbrush Flawless Finish. I went outside for a little bit, came back in, super shiny, put it on. Gone. And I still got my highlight. What? I was a little concerned about the shading if it said deep and it wasn't that deep, but this is like gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. And super easy to apply too. Maybe I am still shiny. I don't know. The last thing I picked up was the Airbrush bronzer. This just came out. I'm very, very scared because I got the NARS and you guys remember what happened there. If you don't, I'll put that video up there where you can see me attempt the NARS bronzer. I'm not really a bronzer person, so this is new to me, but that was a disaster. And once again, I got it in the color Deep. The back of the bronzer actually has instructions as to how to apply it. Can't really go wrong with that. Holy cow, this is huge. Okay, so, oh wow. I love the clamshell look. Whoop! So that is really freaking big. That is a big boy. Compared to the powder, it's like really big. Yeah, apples and oranges over there. And apparently you can refill it. You run out so you can maintain the packaging. And there's a little hole right there. That is more of what I would say Deep is. Closer anyway. I am very, very excited to try this. Swipe it down here first. Is there anything showing? Oh, there is. It's really light though. But it's supposed to be like a sun-kissed look. Ooh, it is darker. Do you see it? It's like a shade darker than I am. Which is so weird. I'm like, ooh, it's So this is how you play with the bronzer. Some darkness. I'm loving it, loving it. Try and blend this down a little bit. Oh wow. Oh, I really like that. It is just like a hint darker than what I would normally be. Well, maybe if I spend some more time in the sun, but this is like really nice. Oh, now I get it. Bronzer this, bronzer that. I'm like, I don't really want to look like that. But this is very nice. Well, thank you, Charlotte Tilbury, for showing me the way. But I really do like that it's just like a tinge darker than my skin tone. So that is really nice. I'm actually gonna go down a little bit. Do my collarbone so I'm not looking like a freak of nature. And it's not even too red, because that was the thing with the NARS. As soon as I swiped it, it was red. This one, not so much. Not so much. I'm very happy with that. If you needed something darker than this, you're out of luck, because this is the darkest one that I got. Maybe not so much as the summer wears on, because I definitely do get darker in the summer. But for right now, I'm very happy with them. Yeah, the bronzer, for me, this is exactly how I normally look in the summer. Just a hint darker. It's gorgeous, gorgeous. The problem is, once I do turn this shade normally, like, is it still gonna work for me, or am I gonna look crazy? I don't know. We shall find out. So that was the bronzer. Added some highlight, a little bit of blush. It's that NARS X, which isn't really blush for me, but I actually really like the shimmery effect that it gives me. Oh, I have some more samples. So I got some lipsticks. It was like a whole shebang. And I think I'm actually gonna do Bond Girl, just because I'm a fan of Bond, like so much. And I think that might work. Why are they so stingy with their samples? They could add on a little bit more. I mean, for their pricing, I'm just like, what? That is what Bond Girl looks like. My lips got a little bit sunburnt the other day, so they are super peely. Oh no, look at all that dry skin. This sample is whack. How am I supposed to tell if this is like a really good color if I can barely see them? Whose lips are you putting this on? I think it actually looks pretty good so far. And I had to use the whole freaking sample because I was like, well, I know you're supposed to use the whole sample and I probably wouldn't reuse it, but it was like barely a sample. Bond Girl? I don't know if I would call myself a Bond Girl with this. Ooh, the lipsticks are $34. Wow, okay. I wouldn't say it's like my favorite though. It's just like an okay red. I feel like I can get like a drugstore for probably the same color. It is moisturizing. It's supposed to be a matte, so I'm assuming it's gonna dry down soon. Charlotte Tilbury Collagen Lip Bath. Now, I thought this was like a lip treatment, but apparently it's a lip gloss. If it's a lip gloss, why are you calling it a lip bath? I tried the Collagen Lip Bath in Refresh Rose. Really, really like that gloss. It is like perfect. My lips are tingling. If you use Buxom, it's not as bad as Buxom. Buxom tingles like crazy for me. But it does smell minty. It feels awesome on my lips. Even though the sample was like a pea-sized amount, you can definitely tell with this one. Ooh, it's $35. Yep, I can see it. It feels really good on my lips. It's just comforting. After being sunburnt, I like the tingling sensation. It's not too strong. It's just like a light minty tingle. I'm all about that lip gloss. Would I spend the money? If I got a discount code, for sure. Without a discount code, no. Those are all 4 colors in the palette. That light one though, it matches my concealers. It's really tough for me to work with that one. All right, and this is gonna be the bronzer. Huh, it actually kind of matches this one. What's up with that? Why does the bronzer match smoke? Yeah, the bronzer seems to be a little bit more red than smoke. It's interesting how close they match up. Multi-Miracle Glow. And it's a cleanser, mask, and balm in one. I'm assuming this is a makeup remover. Yeah, it smells like a cleanser. Like a weird jelly texture. I thought it might be a makeup melt. Nah, it's not. I think it's just like a cleanser. It says for a dreamy deep cleanse, apply to a dry face, or you can use it as an overnight regenerating facial mask, or you can use it as a beauty balm and apply directly to targeted areas. Well, I guess I'm gonna use it as a cleanser since it's half on my face now. I already started messing this up. That was it. That was the video. Have a good one. Bye.